The American Ethanol green flag. Isn't it crazy now how everything's a sponsor in NASCAR? It's kind of aggravating, really. Going into turns 3 and 4, sponsored by Martinsville Speedway. Number 45 takes the lead, sponsored by, what is that? Sponsored by Chevrolet Silverado. It's to the point now I don't even like listening to the announcers because everything is a sponsor. It's just ridiculous. I understand they have to make money, but man, it's hard to sell stuff when you're shoving your products down everybody's throats. I mean, that's just me. It's kind of a major turn off. There's the blimp, sponsored by Goodyear. Don't think I have enough to run him down. Oh, truck's a little bit loose entering the corners. Nope, don't think I have enough. But second place is not bad. White flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank. I'm like, how about you shut up? Sponsored by Ryan Roberts. How's that? That's what I want to say. Alright, stage 1 is now over. Second place. Alright, welcome back to Martinsville. Stage 2 is on. On this wonderful Friday night, we had some thunderstorms nearby. I was kind of glad that didn't at least knock out the power. kind of been a trend this year so far. Oh, sorry, Gilliland. Okay, I'm starting to push up a little bit here. The tires aren't that worn. Surprised I'm able to stay with these guys. I don't know where all these people came from in the stands, but you certainly don't see races like that packed anymore. Close the door. Nope. Wow, he actually gave me room. I still got the preferred line. Oh. Okay. Got it. Up to second. Okay, perfect example. Here we go. I'm able to at least catch the leader now thanks to the lap cars, or trucks in this case. Sometimes it's going to really be a mess though. It's actually easier here to pass than it is at Bristol. At Bristol, they'll block the entire racetrack. Okay, dude. Watch out. Haley Deegan. Very pretty girl there. Way better than Danica Patrick. I don't care what anybody says. At least somebody can pass her without her cussing them out on the radio. I will say that. Come on, self. Move yourself out of the way. No pun intended. My truck's just not very good on the high line. Make sure I have a run here. Let's see. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, hit the curb again. Roberts to the lead. Another thing I like better about this game, I don't know why I keep hitting the curves there, is the cars and trucks don't slam into the back of you when you brake, like they did on Heat 3. I remember racing in Martinsville, I'd get plowed in the back almost every turn. So that's definitely a huge improvement for Heat 4. That didn't work out for me. There's Alfredo. I wonder if he's got any Alfredo sauce. Yeah. I'm honestly not sure if that's how he pronounces it. I don't know. A lot of these guys today have really weird names. It feels very nice to lap that 13 truck. I hate that 13 truck. I've had more problems with that truck in this series than any other. He's about to be. I've had more run-ins with that truck than any other, I should say. The Iowa incident was my fault, but I went ahead and took the win because honestly it felt great. it had been any other truck, I probably would have backed off. I try my best to race clean, but sometimes it's just hard. Especially on these online races. These guys are just kind of take the fun out of racing. You are. Why are they pitting? I'm not pitting until the end of this stage. Well, it's kind of a tough call to make there. Yeah, I guess I better. I don't want to lose too much track position. So, truck's still a little bit tight, so I'm gonna loosen it up some. All right, here we go. And see, this is another improvement I like on Heat 4. On Heat 3, every time I would pit, it didn't matter what the circumstances were, I could drop from 1st to 20th on almost every pit stop, and that was so frustrating. And the reason for that is a lot of the cars and trucks would only take fuel, while I would have to get tires, and that would be the result of it. But now every time they pit, they normally take tires and fuel most of the time. So that way it's more we're all on even ground. Who is that? I'm getting beat by a guy I've never even heard of before. Which is what happened at Pocono. I did not post the Pocono race because it was just so unbelievably... It was a joke. I got beat by the number 7, whoever that was. Finished 4th that day, but... And these trucks normally handle better than the Cup cars and Xfinity cars on any track, except Pocono. On this game, at least. That was 1 hour of my life. It only took about an hour to do the race, and that was an hour of my life. I wish I could just go back and erase. That's how bad that race was. How I finished 4th was... I don't even know how I did it, honestly. See, that's funny. I fell back to 4th place with new tires. Now, if I would have stayed on the old tires like I originally wanted to do, I would have fallen back anyway, so. had a little more about the differences between the two games. This one's far more realistic. Like the spring race here, my truck setup worked for that race, but now that setup, that same setup is not working for this race. So it's different each time you go to a track. I kind of like that because it's not the same. Take a fourth, not bad. Oh, I may actually get third. Nah, won't happen. Fourth, stage 2. Alright, here we go again. Last stage. My goodness, they just took off. Wow, another best lap. Okay, wasn't even trying. That's usually how it works out. Bad habit of hitting that curve for some reason. I love to do it on road courses, but it's not all that beneficial to hit it on a short track, that's for sure. Get close enough to the back. Well, he's going to take the inside now. See if I can get a run here, or I can get to the inside. Nice. close enough just yet. Oh, sorry. Probably damaged my bumper. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Wow. I don't like having a damaged bumper because it can affect the aerodynamics. Maybe not so much at a short track, but I still don't like to have a damaged car or truck of any kind. Whoa, what happened there? Alright, Gillen. I hate to tell you, buddy, but I'm about to pass you again in just a few laps here. Whoa, hang on to it, buddy. Just let me by. There you go. Oh, definitely have a bumper damage now. Okay, I'm gonna make it 3 wide here because I'm pretty much have no choice. Truck just feels loose going into the corners. My biggest pet peeve of car handling is a loose car going into the corners and tight coming off. That just drives me insane. I mean, it's not quite that bad, but I've had vehicles that are just, I'm just ready to park. Anderson. Yeah, there's that guy that beat me at Pocono. Yep. Or truck, I should say. So now we're just trying to ride out the rest of this race. If I win, it'll be my 179th overall victory in NASCAR. At 100% race distance. That's incredible. I would at least like to get the 200. Maybe on NASCAR Heat 5. Well, not only that, but I have to surpass Kyle Busch because there's no telling how many races he's going to win before his career is done. He may get to 300. Oh man, I like his driving style, but I just wish he had a better personality. Funny thing about that story is back in 1998, I believe it was NASCAR Racing 2 for computer. I decided that one day I was going to do the full championship, and on that game Daytona wasn't on. Daytona, I believe it was Daytona and Indianapolis were the only two tracks not on that game. So Rockingham was the second race of the year, and so Rockingham became the first race in the championship season for that. As a result of that, so I did a 400-mile race at Rockingham that day. Won the race. That was my first ever actual NASCAR victory on a game, and And it's funny, I didn't do that again until 21 years later in 2019 when I got NASCAR Heat 3. So 21 years went by between 100% race wins and NASCAR, so that's a little bit kind of a crazy story there. So the second race was at Richmond, and okay, I'm not going to pit there. So Richmond, I get caught up in an accident. Somebody wrecked in front of me, one of the cars right in front of me, and hit the end of the pit wall from what I remember. So it knocked the car up into the track and knocked me into the wall. Oh, I guess I better pay attention here. So, wow, about to get turned over. So it knocked me out of the race, so I was like, okay. So went on to Atlanta, and my engine blew. So I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm done. This is funny, 21 years went by between full race NASCAR wins. That's crazy. But I include that win in my total wins because it was an actual win. I have, in addition to all that, I have won the Monaco Grand Prix full race twice. I've won the 24 Hours of Le Mans twice. I'm talking the full 24 hours, like sitting there doing like 5 to 6 hours a day for 4 to 5 days. I actually did that. The 24 Hours of Nürburgring, I won that race twice. And all these other endurance races on Gran Turismo. The Indy 500, I've won that one. And of course the full Formula One championship. And I just love to race. You have a passion for something, you will put yourself through hell to accomplish it. That's just how it is. I'm not saying it was hell for me, but some of it was. But it's rewarding at the end when you come out on top. That's all that matters to me. That's what keeps me going. Now years ago I couldn't even sit here and do a 200 lap race at Martinsville. I would get so bored after about the 50th lap. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. But patience grew over time. I've gotten well adapted to it. Now after doing the Cup Series championship first, and people probably wonder why I do that one first. There's a reason for that. I like to get the hard ones out of the way. So when I advance to the Xfinity Series and now the Truck Series, these are almost like sprint races. I'm like, wow, an hour and a half race? I can do that no problem. Bring it. I did actually 3 truck races yesterday in one day, so. I do have my limits though. Gran Turismo 5 was the worst racing game ever. And I'll be honest, I was a huge Gran Turismo fan up to that point. I got so burned out on that game. I did eventually finish it, reached 100%. But I was so burned out after that, I didn't really have any desire to mess with Gran Turismo ever again. So when 6 came out, I made sure that you didn't have to spend months and months of racing and to get to the end. And this Gran Turismo 6 was a lot easier. I finished that game in like 3 weeks. And of course, Gran Turismo Sport wasn't too bad either. But Gran Turismo 5, I was so burned out. I was sick of racing. It was really just too much of a good thing, and I don't understand why games are meant to be fun but challenging. But in this case, Gran Turismo 5 was too much of a good thing. It really was. That game, as far as I know, that's the only game in Gran Turismo that actually calculates the total miles driven. I think Sport does too, but GT5 did, and I raced well over 100,000 miles. That's just incredible. And that's just on one game. I don't even want to know how many miles I've raced total in 24 years. I don't even want to know that number. It's well over 1 million. Catch back up to these guys if I'm gonna have a chance. Oh, my fault. At least it's not an online race. If this was an online race, I run in the back of somebody like that by accident. They're like, oh my god, I gotta wreck him. How dare you touch me? So many hotheads out there. Doesn't look good for you. It really doesn't. All big and bad on a game, but if that were real life, that crap wouldn't happen, I can promise you. Too many boys out there instead of men, that's the problem. Hopefully I'll have the tires to finish here. And one more thing to add about the difference between Heat 3 and Heat 4. At least on Heat 4, their tires wear out as well. And you can definitely tell this by if you pit and they don't for tires, you can easily get an advantage on them. Now in Heat 3, that didn't work because no matter what they did, they were still just as fast. I love this game so much more. I kind of closed the door. That was my fault there. But I'm going to do the same thing to him. Oh, now the number 4 is coming. Yeah, my tires are wearing out badly. I'm going to have to start getting rough here if I'm going to win this race. Should have taken the high line. That way he would have taken the bottom and blocked those trucks behind me. Too late now. Yep, see, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, he just bumped me out of the way, so I always try to return the favor a little bit, you know what I mean? Can't leave an inch open on the bottom, they will take it. So as long as you stay on the bottom, you're pretty much fine. They don't have enough momentum to pass you on the outside unless you're behind a lap truck. $20 to go. Tires are really wearing out. I can feel it. Just wanted to slide through the corners here. Like it's almost slippery. It's like they just go into the corners and they just stop. Like, you guys can keep the pace on straightaway, you go into the turns and just come to a complete stop. It's aggravating. I don't know where this 46 is going. Going right, left, right, left. Poor Haley Deegan, I've already lapped her 2 or 3 times. I definitely see her winning a race someday. Whenever the trucks get back going again, hopefully soon. So maybe I can gain some ground now on these second place truck. I'm basically driving right now about 70–75%. I can't push it to 100. I will spin out. Just don't want to caution. Don't want to restart. I'll probably be in trouble if they will dive bomb me down in turn 1. Coming up on 10 laps to go here. Hurt me, get down, get down, get down. Get down, get down. It's funny how you guys block me, but you don't block the trucks behind me. Oh God, here we go. Here's the restart, and perfect. Just like I mentioned earlier, if there's a wreck anywhere, I'm going to find it. Alright, let's see if we can do this one more time here. Thank you, truck, for spinning out. Appreciate you. I'm going to put up a big fight here. I'm not letting them by. Unless they get a run underneath me and oh, my truck's really loose. Really loose. Now it's pushing. It's very difficult to have a vehicle in the lead with 2 laps to go and you can't push it 100%. Definitely looks like a Martinsville truck, that's for sure. White flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank. I'm just doing that to be joking. I'm not serious. Oh no, I pushed. Oh no. Oh wow. Wow, here we go. I got it. Yes. My tires were actually smoking. Let's do a quick burnout here. Last Martinsville race of the game. Oh, back into the wall. I always do that for some reason. Oh, hit it again. It's harder to do the burnouts in the trucks than the cars. Just gonna burn the engine down. There we go. Blow that motor. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. We'll see you again at Phoenix.